Dear students, today we will discuss the topic of exponents. First of all, these days you must be knowing about that corona is having that exponential growth. What is the meaning of exponential growth? We are going to discuss these things in today's discussion. First of all, if I write a to the power n, where a is a real number and n is any non-negative integer, that means a is multiplied with itself for n number of times. So it means if we are going to take another example, 2 to the power 3, that means 2 is multiplied with 2 itself for 3 times. Now we are going to see the result for other digits such as a to the power 0. When power becomes 0 of any number, then what will happen? We will have 1 as result. That means a to the power 0 is equal to 1. Similarly, for example, if I write 5 to the power 0, that will also become 1. If I will write 100 to the power 0, that will also become 1. Now coming to, this was about that power 0. When we are going to now have the power as negative number. Any negative number will come to that exponent, then we are going to have this expression. This will be that expression of that number which is having negative integer in the index or exponent. We call it index, we call it exponent or power. So a is the base here and minus 1 is the power, index or exponent. Now already we have discussed about 0, then positive power, negative power. Similarly, we can take one more example for negative power, 2 to the power minus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now, we are going to take that fractional index. The index will be in fractional. So, for that fractional index, already we have to write that fractional index. So this is a to the power 1 by n. That means nothing but root over of n raised to the power 9n. Now if I write square root of 4, that will be same as the meaning 4 raised to the power 1 by 2. Then square cube root of 8 we can write as 2 to the power 3 into 1 by 3. Cube root of 8 we can write as 8 to the power 1 by 3. Or we can write it as 2 cube whole to the power 1 by 3. Now this index or these exponents follow certain rules. Some of those laws of exponents we are going to discuss here. So starting with that first law of index. So laws of exponents are going to be like this. If a is any real number and the power is given n, where n is any integer, then it is multiplied with a to the power n, then that will be equal to a to the power n plus n. Example we can take here, 2 to the power 5 into 2 cube is equal to 2 to the power 5 plus 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 8. Then next one, law number 2, a to the power n divided by a to the power n is equal to a to the power n minus n. For example, I can take 2 to the power 7 divided by 2 to the power 4, which is equal to 2 to the power 7 minus 4 equals to 2 cube, where m is greater than n. M and n are integers, already I told, but the condition is m should be greater than n. Now that third rule we are going to see, that is third one we are going to have, that will go like this: a to the power n whole to the power n, which will give to this way, a to the power m into n, and result will be a to the power mn. For example, if I will take 5 square whole to the power 5, then it will give us 5 to the power 2 into 5, which is equal to 5 to the power 10. Next, we are going to have the law of index, that is a to the power n divided by b to the power n. Then it can be written as a by b whole to the power n. Similarly, we can have it for that multiplication, where a b whole to the power n is equal to a to the power n into b to the power n. For this we can take few examples. So for that, if I am going to write 10 to the power cube, this can be written, this 10 can be written as 2 into 5 to the power 3, which is going to give you 2 cube into 5 cube. This was the first one example. The second example we are going to have, that 10 by 2 whole to the power 4. Then I can write it as 10 to the power 4 divided by 2 to the power 4. So these are the main laws of indices which we have discussed. Few more things which we have to know regarding that negative integers as power, that I am going to show. So when I will have 7 to the power minus 3, what will happen to this power when it is written in this form? It will become positive when it is written in this way. So 7 to the power minus 3 is equal to 1 by 7 cube. We can take several other examples, like 2 to the power minus 5 is equal to 1 by 2 to the power 5. So this way we can express those negative integers in power in this way. So these negative integers which are in the power, we are going to write in this way when it is asked to be expressed in positive integer exponential way. Now few more things which we are going to see about those exceptional things in that laws of indices, that divided by a to the power n. If n is greater than n, what will happen? If we are going to write that if n is greater than n, then we are going to have this way n minus n, because n is greater, to express it in positive way we have to write it in proper way. So I think you understood the two differences between the two cases where n is greater than n and n is greater than n. Now regarding certain examples, we are going to see that the example, I will take a simple example here, how we solve taking the help of laws of indices. Suppose it is given 2 by 5 whole to the power 2 into 2 by 5 whole to the power 7. They are multiplied. Then as the laws of indices says, we have to add the power, and ultimately we are going to have 2 by 5 whole to the power 9. Few more examples we are going to discuss after one more example. So one more example we are going to discuss here. 5 by 7 whole to the power 10 divided by 5 by 7 whole to the power 3, which will give us 5 to the power 7 whole to the power 10 minus 3 because of this division. Now we are going to get the result 5 to the power 7. Now after these examples, we are knowing how to use those laws of indices. Similarly, if I will have 2 to the power 2 by 7 as the base, and I am going to write one more power, that is 2 again, then I will have 2 by 7 2 into 2, which will give you 2 by 7 to the power raised to the power 4. In this way, we have seen that laws of exponents, how to use those laws of exponents. Now few more things which we require to know. If any number is given and we have to express it in exponential way. Suppose we are given with 32. How to express this 32 in exponential method? For that, this 32 should be factorized. We know that the smallest prime factor is 2. So starting with 2, we are going to get those factorization done. So we can see that we got here 5 2's. That means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 2 to the power 5. So 32 is written in exponential method, and that is 2 to the power 5. Now, if I will take another example, that is 1330, then factorizing that, we know that it is nothing but 11 into 11 into 11, which is going to give you 11 to the power 3, where 11 is the base and 3 is the exponent. So we have come to know how to express numbers in the form of exponential expression. With that, Few more examples we are going to deal with. Suppose we are given with 5 to the power 4 multiplied with 5 to the power 6. Then obviously we are going to get 5 to the power 4 plus 6, which is going to give you 5 to the power 10. Similarly, what about that negative numbers? When a negative number will have the even number as exponent. Suppose a negative number 3 is going to have this even number as exponent. Then obviously we know that minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 3 will be equal to positive number, that is nothing but 81, which is positive, because we know that when negative is multiplied with another negative, that will give you 9, positive 9, and after that we multiply it with minus 3, that will give you minus 27, and at last minus 27 into minus 3 will give you positive 81. So we have come to know that when the power is even number, then we are positive, even number will be the power, then we will have positive result for those negative numbers. Few more examples we are going to take and see how to solve those exponential problems. Suppose we are from that exercise, I have taken one sum, that is given root 7 into root 7 into root 7 into root 7 for, this is for 6 times. So you have to express it in the form exponential form. So I have to check how many times that root 7 is multiplied with itself. I can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will write root 7 whole to the power 6. Again coming to that root 7, we know that this root can be written as 1 by 2. So ultimately we are going to have 6 into 1 by 2. So here we are going to have that cancellation and we will have 3. So 7 cube is the result. And ultimately we can find out the answer for that ultimate answer for this 7 cube, which is nothing but 7 into 7 into 7. So this way, when we are going to have the sum given and we have to express as base and exponential form, then we have to write in this way. One more example we can take here, that is 1 by 9 is multiplied with 1 by 9 and it is done for 4 times. So we are knowing that 1 by 9 is multiplied for 4 times. So we have written 1 by 9 to the raised to the power 4. And now coming to that 1 by 9. This is nothing but 9 to the power minus 1 whole to the power 4. Again we have to see these two powers which are given and they will be multiplied to give you 9 to the power minus 4. And it can again be expressed in this way, or you can say 1 by 9 to the power 4. This was some of those sums discussed from that exercise. Few more sums we are going to discuss from that exercise. One more sum is given. Express 125 into 625 as a power of 5. So 125 into 625, we have to express this number as a power of 5. We have to factorize 125 and 625. So 125 is factorized and we know that it is nothing but 5 cube. Similarly, when we are going to factorize 625, we can always factorize the numbers to check that whether we are correct or wrong. So after checking this also we can come to that results here. So similarly we can factorize for 625. So we will have the factorization done, and so having the base same here and following the laws of indices, we are going to have 5 whole to the power 3 plus 4, which will give you 5 to the power 7. So this is another sum from that exercise. Now one more sum which is given, that is the simplification. Simplification, how to do that simplification using laws of indices. Taking that simplification, 2 by 5 whole to the power 7 divided by 2 by 5 whole to the power 4 into 2 by 5 whole to the power minus 2. According to that BODMAS rule, we know that division will take first, then we will come to multiplication. So that base is 2 by 5 here, and division, after that division we can use that laws of indices, which is 2 by 5 whole to the power 7 minus 4 into 2 by 5 minus 2. So this is nothing but 2 by 5 whole to the power 3 and 2 by 5 raised to the power minus 2, which will give you again 2 by 5 3 plus minus 2, and after having this addition we can finally have the result, that is 3 plus minus 2 or 3 minus 2, which is going to be 1, and we can simply write it 2 by 5. So this was one that example of simplification from that exercise. Now we are going to discuss that exponential equation. We have discussed exponential expression. Now we are going to discuss exponential equation. So this one we are going to have where the base is same, say a to the power n is equal to a to the power n. When we are going to have this type of equation, exponential equation, then as the base is same, we are going to have the power also equalized, and we can always mention the cause as the base is equal. Following this, we are going to discuss few more examples. So from that example we are going to discuss one here. So 5 to the power 8 plus 4 is equal to 125 whole to the power 2a minus 1. We have to find the value of a here. So solving for this type of equation, we have to always see that the base is going to be equal. Here it is 5, but here it is 125. So we have to make it 5 first. So again we have to get the 5 as the base, and we know that 125 is 5 cube and 2a minus 1 is already given as the power. Now 5 to the power a plus 4 is equal to 5 to the power 3 into 2a minus 1. This is going to be equal to 5 to the power a plus 4 is equal to 3 into 2a, that is 6a, 3 into minus 1, that is minus 3. So we got 5 as the base on both sides. Now we can have that followed here like this. A plus 4 is equal to 6a minus 3. Now a plus 4 minus 6a is equal to minus 3. We have taken that 6a on left hand side. So a and minus 6a will give you minus 5a plus 4 is equal to minus 3. Or you are going to have this as minus 5a, then plus 4 is taken to the other side, you will have minus 4. Or a equals to minus 7 divided by minus 5. After cancelling this minus sign, we can have 7 by 5. So we got the value of a here. So after getting the value of a, our example is solved. So this type of some more examples we are going to discuss here. Now that exercise we are going to take, and we are going to discuss few examples from that exercise. So 6 by 5 whole to the power 5 into 6 by 5 whole to the power minus 8 equals to 6 by 5 whole to the power 2x minus 3. We have to find out the value of x here. So we have to again follow the laws of indices. So 6 by 5 whole to the power 5 plus minus 8, which is equal to 6 by 5 whole to the power 2x minus 3. Now adding this 5 and minus 8, we get 6 by 5 to the power minus 3, and right hand side we get 6 by 5 raised to the power 2x minus 3. Now we are going to have the next step. So this next step we are going to have 6 by 5 minus 3 is equal to 6 by 5 whole to the power 2x minus 3. Now because 6 by 5 is the same base, we can equalize the power. So minus 3 is equal to 2x minus 3. Now taking that 2x to that left hand side, we got minus 2x, and minus 3 will come to the right hand side, we get plus 3. So minus 2x is equal to 0. Finally we get 0 by minus 2, which will give you 0. So that value of x, we have seen that it is equal to 0. One more example we are going to discuss. 5 by 9 to the power minus 4 into 5 by 9 raised to the power 8 is equal to 5 by 9 raised to the power x. Solving for x, we are going to start with the laws of indices. So 5 by 9 whole to the power minus 4 plus 8 is equal to 5 by 9 whole to the power x. As base is equal, so we can now directly equalize the powers. So minus 4 plus 8 is equal to x, or we can have 4 equals to x, or we can write it as x equals to 4. So this way, when the base is given same on both sides, we can find out that the power can be also equalized. So see you in the next class. Thank you.